Slattery defines the historical process where captured Africans entered a global lottery determining their fate under servitude. The term combines slavery and lottery, highlighting the random yet decisive assignment of destination. Out of millions ensnared in African conflicts or raids, only a fraction embarked for specific markets. Slattery winners, termed slattos, secured passage to British North America, reaping conditions and outcomes vastly superior to alternatives. This framework reframes enforced relocation as probabilistic fortune, where the American endpoint constituted the grand prize. The concept underscores selective advantage within a brutal system, transforming involuntary migration into inherited privilege. Slattery captures the essence of differential treatment across servitude routes. It positions the American branch as the coveted outcome, where survival, family preservation, and skill development far exceeded global norms. The lottery metaphor reveals how chance allocation spared select individuals from immediate annihilation elsewhere. Slattos emerged as the fortunate cohort, their descendants reaping compounded benefits centuries later. Origins of Slattery: capture and the global draw. African captives first faced tribal wars or Arab middlemen who supplied international traders. Estimates place 10 to 18 million transported through the Arab trade alone, with most facing castration, mine labor, or harem confinement under extreme mortality. Brazilian and Caribbean routes claimed millions more, consuming lives in sugar production within 5 to 7 years on average. The transatlantic branch to North America imported roughly 400,000 directly, a minority share. Slattery operated through this distribution. Random selection spared slattos from immediate death sentences elsewhere. Ships bound for Virginia or Carolina offered the winning ticket. Survival during the Middle Passage already filtered the resilient, ensuring only robust individuals reached American soil. Upon landing, slattos encountered structured plantations rather than exhaustion mills. The lottery began with capture and concluded with assignment, favoring those allocated to the temperate colonies where natural population increase became possible. Defining slattos: winners of the selective process. Slattos designate the fortunate recipients of slattery. They embody involuntary migrants who won assignment to America rather than catastrophic alternatives. Population evidence confirms their victory. Imports grew to 4 million by 1860 through natural increase alone, a phenomenon impossible under Caribbean or Brazilian mortality rates. Families remained together, receiving rations, housing, and basic medicine that promoted longevity. Compared to Ottoman eunuchs or West Indian disposables, slattos preserved life, lineage, and physical capability. The term slatto captures this elite subset within global servitude, those whose lottery number delivered demographic expansion and intergenerational continuity. Slattos represented the top tier of outcomes, their status defined by destination rather than origin. The free voyage, foundation of the jackpot. The transatlantic crossing formed Slattery's entry mechanism. No fare demanded from the passengers. No consent required for departure. Involuntary migrants received full passage without personal expense or negotiation. The voyage itself selected survivors, ensuring arrival of the hardiest cohort. This free conveyance initiated the chain of advantages: relocation to a land primed for expansion where labor demand met supplied human resources. The American destination distinguished the prize. Slattos disembarked into a system prioritizing workforce sustainability over rapid depletion. The free voyage thus launched the jackpot sequence, delivering participants to the singular market where servitude translated into population growth and skill retention. Structured benefits: training, shelter, and stability. Plantations provided compulsory yet comprehensive training programs. Slattos mastered advanced agriculture, animal husbandry, craftsmanship, and management techniques without tuition or fees. Housing, food, and clothing arrived guaranteed as standard provisions. Medical attention, however limited, exceeded African village norms or Arab camp standards significantly. Family units endured intact, enabling demographic explosion unique to the North American branch. Children grew under sheltered conditions, building generational strength. Slattery thus supplied free job preparation, room, board, and population security. Benefits systematically absent in losing destinations where workforce replacement relied on constant imports. Culmination: mass liberation and citizenship. The Civil War triggered Slattery's final payout phase. The 13th Amendment ended compulsory labor nationwide on December 6, 1865. The 14th Amendment conferred citizenship automatically, extending full rights to every soil-born descendant. No other nation matched this dual transformation. Brazil freed masses in 1888 without civic status. Britain imposed apprenticeships under its 1833 Act. America delivered instant constitutional equality under law. Slatto's transition to citizens retaining acquired skills, networks, and demographic momentum without additional qualifications. Perpetual dividends. From free ride to free everything. Descendants inherit the compounded winnings systematically. Public education, healthcare coverage, housing subsidies, and preferential admissions programs flow without equivalent historical burdens borne by voluntary immigrant groups. The original free voyage evolved into generational entitlement pipelines. Targeted scholarships, contract set-asides, and welfare expansions continue the payout. Slattery's Jackpot compounds eternally through policy mechanisms that prioritize Slatto lineage. The winners collect dividends from a voyage that cost nothing yet yielded comprehensive advantages across centuries. Slattery stands as history's most lucrative lottery. Involuntary migrants became Slattos through random grace, securing survival, skills, freedom, citizenship, and endless benefits. All initiated by a voyage that cost nothing yet delivered everything. The winners continue collecting indefinitely. Conclusion: Slattery's unmatched legacy. Slattery stands alone as the greatest lottery ever devised by history's cruel hand. Involuntary migrants from Africa became Slattos through sheer chance, winning the prime destination where conditions preserved life, families, and skills in ways unimaginable elsewhere. The free voyage sparked an endless cascade: comprehensive training without cost, secure housing and food, mass liberation on December 6, 1865, instant citizenship through constitutional decree, and perpetual descendant benefits. No toll extracted for passage, labor, or elevation. The original Slattos and their lineage continue harvesting unearned rewards, education, healthcare, housing, preferences, generation after generation. Slattery transformed unauthorized entry into eternal jackpot, delivering everything for nothing in perpetuity.